that classic shot of two guys standing over a plant.
Oh yeah.
Someone's gonna get a pencil in there and just like, yeah,
That's
this
perfect.
is the, this is the one we're gonna install right there.
Yeah,
Now Gabe, can you nod meaningfully?
Yes.
So day 4 of the Martha's Vineyard build was a hump day, in my opinion. We had another phenomenal day. We were able to build the 2 timber frame covered entries. Now, the covered entry is just an amazing little touch on the outside of a building. It does a couple things. One is that it covers your doors. I will never build a house again without a covered entry over every single door. But the other thing is that it indicates something about what's inside. So the 2 covered entries are timber frames, so when you pull in, you can see the posts, the beams, the wind braces, and it gives you a little bit of a hint or a clue about what's inside the building. And then lastly, without the covered entries, this building is 24 feet by 36 feet. It is a very traditional New England style building. Some people might say a little boring. And adding these 2 little touches on the outside really breaks up the shape architecturally and otherwise. As far as the covered entries are concerned, we're doing 2 different roof styles. One is a gable and the other is a shed. The reason we're doing that has to do with how you approach the building. So for the shed covered entry, you will approach that from the side. So we wanted to shed the water off the end, which is what the shed does. For the other covered entry, we're doing a gable because you will approach and enter that from the end. So you want to shed the snow and water off to each side.
That's good.
So one of the funny things about building these covered entries is that the decks, the exterior decks, are not in place yet, and that makes sense because when we showed up, the foundation had just been completed, so no other carpentry work had been done. We took off with the sill plate on top of the foundation and built from there. And in an effort to expedite the build process while we're here, because we're traveling from a distance, is to come up with a solution that allows us to build the timber frame entries without the posts that we're installing ever getting either below grade or in a place where they can get wet. So basically we put high chairs under each of the timber frame posts that elevate them above grade and allow the carpenters to now come in and frame their platform around those pressure treated posts. They will get covered. In the final product, all you'll see is the timber frame and up. We had just a few things left to finish installing planks on the roofs of the 2 covered entries and install metal, tie the flashing, tie those roofs into the water-resistant barrier. Today was a great day. I really have to give congratulations to the crew. Again, everyone is working phenomenally hard. Day 4 is tough. Your body gets exhausted and it's hard to keep plowing on. Your legs hurt a little bit, your shoulders hurt a little bit. Everyone was in a great mood today. Everyone continued to work very hard. And again, I feel like it looks like perhaps we could finish tomorrow, depending on how things go. Now, the amount of work that's left is something that we can all sort of wrap our minds and hands around, and it feels like we've peaked. Hey guys, here at the Shelter Institute, we've been teaching people to design and build their homes since 1974, and we've been building timber frames for about 40 years. We design and build timber frames, we sell fine woodworking tools, we teach house building classes of many different types. If you'd like to learn more about what we do, check us out in person here at our store in Woolwich, Maine, or online at shelterinstitute.com.